So, Judy, clean language for you is like what?
Well, it's a bit like X-ray listening is the metaphor I used to use. It enables you to see inside the other person and discover what they are really thinking and feeling. But that gives the suggestion that it's somehow something you do to another person. You know, I'm going to open your head and peer in. But it's not like that. It's much more like opening up to a Spock-style mind meld. Do you remember on Star Trek, Spock used to be able to mind meld with another person? But only by the consent of the other person. It's like that. You need to have the other person's agreement that you are going to know what they are really thinking and feeling.
Mm.
And to the person who you're finding out about, that can be a real joy because they don't always know what they're thinking or feeling. I mean, I certainly don't always know what I'm thinking or feeling. And it's really exciting to discover stuff about yourself, about your thoughts, about what drives your behavior that you never knew. And that's what this process does. It enables people to discover loads of stuff about themselves, and enables you as the facilitator to discover stuff about them in the same process. And beyond that discovery process is the next level, which is when people discover stuff about themselves and discover stuff about each other, then things start to change. Because with the additional knowledge, with the additional insight, you can't not change. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. And mind meld and with permission and can't not discover. So that's mind meld like what?
It's mind meld like... Well, it's not a full mind meld. In the original Vulcan mind meld, you would basically, both brains knew everything about everything that the other person knew. Whereas with this, you can be quite precise about the bits you're going to explore. You're not necessarily trying to... So say you're interviewing me now using clean language. You're not trying to find out about my recipe for goulash. You're wanting to find out about how I think about clean language. And your questions are directing my attention specifically to that. So it's that kind of mind meld.
Mm. And precise about the bits that I'm going to explore, and the questions are directed to that, and that kind of mind meld. And what kind of explore is that explore?
Yes, so that's another difference from the Vulcan mind meld. As I understand the way the mind meld worked, it was instantly you would know everything that the other person knew. Here, it is an exploration. It's like a journey. It's like a step-by-step process of information emerging. You get the initial part, the stuff you already know, and then the stuff you had in the back of your mind. And then as the questioning continues, you find out stuff you really didn't know you knew. And although it's not instant, it can be quite quick. You can go very deeply, very quickly. Go very deep, very quickly. It is a process. It's not instant.
And like a journey, a step-by-step process, and can go deep quickly and access stuff you really didn't know you knew, as well as stuff that was in your awareness. And is there anything else about awareness?
Well, I suppose clean language is all about directing awareness or directing attention. Are awareness and attention the same thing? I'm not quite sure. They're certainly very closely related concepts. I can't be aware of everything I know all at the same time, because my attention is a limited resource. And with the clean language questions, you're directing that limited resource of attention to specific things.
And directing that limited resource attention to specific things. And is there else about all of that?
That it's actually really pleasant. That it's not some grim dig and into the gruesomeness. I always say it's about insight. It's supposed to be fun, and it's about insights per minute. And most people love those light bulb moments, things, really coming to life in their mind. Most people enjoy it.